Alright, so I'm gonna show you guys how to play Adult Kankuro. Now, every puppet master actually is different, and in this sense, Adult Kankuro plays way different from other puppet masters. Every puppet master in the game plays very differently. You can't play them the same. So I'm gonna show you guys the Adult Kankuro one, the Adult Kankuro version of how to play his tools, his moveset, like everything. I'm gonna show you guys everything, how to use his jutsu, his combos, and everything. And I've been wanting to make this video for a while now. Truth is, I have been trying to like work on it like slightly, but every time I would be confusing myself into what I'm saying. It's because this character is um he's a pretty easy character to learn. But like to talk about like what every puppet master can do, I shouldn't be like saying stuff like that. So hopefully, I'll be very brief with what they can do and what you know what Adult Conqueror can do to your opponents and how you should play them in battle. So let's get started with the video. I'm gonna show you guys my tutorial on Adult Conqueror. So this actually is one of my puppet guides. This is my main puppet team right here. Not puppet guides. This is my main puppet team. It would be Adult Conqueror. It could be any Conqueror. I specifically don't want to pick the Road to Borto Conqueror because apparently I don't know. I don't know how it feels, but it just for some reason that Kankuro just feels different to me. Obviously, you could choose the regular, like the first Kankuro, because this Kankuro has the ultimate jutsu, Secret Black Flame Scorpion Show, which is way better than the other one. I actually don't know what you would want to use the other one for. There's like no reason to actually use it compared to this one because this one has like everything. Um, and yeah, so let's get on with the video. So first off, I actually want you guys to do is practice moving around with your puppets. To do this, you just hold R2 and move your joystick. And what this allows is you can actually put your guard wherever you want, and you can move your puppet around, um, like this. Every time you every time you want to recall your puppets, every time you let go of the guard, every time you press the R2 button, it'll always recall the puppet. So you don't even have to like hold it down. You could just tap it and you can do stuff. You can just do stuff. Uh, so yeah, just learn about puppet guarding. Puppet guarding is not like any other guarding, because usually when you do this, you also ninja move with characters. So just be in mind that to ninja move with Kankuro, you double tap X. Double tapping X is the only way to move around with puppets in general. Um, so the puppet guard. What else should I say about it? Yeah, so once you tap them one time, R2, you retract the puppets. So the best way to actually think about puppets is they're actually using animations to do their combos. So say like look, if I'm looking at Conqueror right now, even if my puppets were like knocked down, I can still do animations with Conqueror just because he is actually using animations to control the puppets. So think of it like that, right? So you always want to look at. Sometimes you always want to look at Kankuro. That way, um, you know which animation you're doing. So say the air combo. Sometimes you want to see him landing, so you can do his infinite combo, which is in the air. As you see right here, he touches the ground for a little bit, and that allows me to do the infinite combo in the air. Um, and yeah, So, and this can also come into play with picking up puppets, but we'll talk about all of this puppet manipulating tech later. We're going to get on with what he's got first. So let's start off with Kankuro's jutsu. So Kankuro's jutsu is the puppet Meirain, and the puppet Meirain is actually a really good jutsu as a main character because the things you can do with this jutsu is like say after like a counter. Say after a counter, you can hit them on the ground just like that. As you saw, I hit him on the ground and I took health from him. I even broke their armor just there because I was doing combos earlier. So yeah, so I broke his combos right there. So it's really good for OTG setups. It's also good for things like finishing after you finish your combos in the air. So usually in that state, you can do a jutsu right after the combo ends, and not a lot of there's no character usually in the game that can do this ever. I think only adult 𝓝𝓽𝓙 can do this, and I think probably Sasori can do this, and the other 𝓝𝓽𝓙 probably can do this. But yeah, this 𝓝𝓝𝓙 can do that. That's why he's really good. So this is only good for OTGs. This can also block jutsus. Say like your puppet's like far away behind you for like some odd reason. But you never want to go for that. It's like really bad. The way how this jutsu works. So what I mean by that is usually, sometimes he does it like as you see right here, that jutsu was very like widespread, like it went all the way around. But if the closer your puppets are to your opponent, the shorter the range would be. So that's how it works, and you always want to do that because the thing is, when you counter them, like I said, you always want to get that OTG sometimes, and hopefully you can force a sub or just get damage off. It's just a really good tool just to do it in general, um, or just to finish off your opponent. Say I did this Naruto. See right there, I missed. I didn't put my puppets close to my opponent. But what happens if I do that? Boom, I get the free OTG damage off. So always put your puppets close to your opponent when you're trying to go for that OTG, which is the ground jutsu, like, hitting them on the ground with whatever. And that's usually his jutsu. His jutsu is only good for that. You never want to use this jutsu as a support ever because this jutsu is just really bad. Any support puppet jutsu is really bad. You always want to like buffer them. When you wanna do like jutsus as a support, you always want to buffer jutsus as support. That's with any puppet. Yeah. So like for example, like if I'm just like right here, you never want to do this. You see how like it could just easily miss just like going for a combo like that. Like you never want to do that. And yeah, so that's how you play his jutsu. Just go for OTG setups and you'll be fine. Or like air combo and stuff. So now we're gonna talk about his ultimate. Now, Secret Black Flame Scorpion Show, Flame Control Scorpion Show. This ultimate is actually really good, because not only that it throws his puppet at the opponent, but it can also track too really well and block shurikens, if you want to like do stuff. And a good way to actually example this is if I was to do the air combo infinite, which I'll teach you guys later. If I do the ultimate, my opponent cannot stop that no matter what, because they would have to throw a shuriken to get out of it, and the ultimate blocks a shuriken. So it's just a double whammy, and it's just really good. It protects like everything. It protects the setup, um, which is really good. After a strike back. Oops. Let me do that again. So say after strike back, no matter how close I am to my opponent, the ultimate will always hit no matter what. It's just a really good ultimate, and you always want to use Secret Black Flame Scorpion Shoal because it always offers the most out of 𝓝𝓝𝓙. I think he's the only puppet. Well, not really, I think Sasori probably can do that too. Not with like the setup, but I'm just saying like what it offers in terms of ultimates. But yeah, so Secret Black Flame Scorpion Show is the best one. You don't want to choose the other ultimate jutsu he has, which is really bad and very statutory and very like, you just don't want to do it. No reason to pick it. And yeah, that's his ultimate. So, and I'll teach you guys like all the setups. Like I said, like the infinite combo, I'll teach you guys the ultimate jutsu setup, like I just showed there. I'll show you what you actually have to do to pull it off, because it might look like it's easy at first, but if you're not like doing certain things, it won't work. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah. So now that we went over his jutsu and his ultimate, let's go over his combos. So first off, Kankuro's neutral combo. So Kankuro's neutral combo, this is really good because, um, let me turn off the storm gauge real quick. So this is a really good neutral combo because it has an infinite combo, that sometimes you might want to have to do ground combos, because sometimes when you're playing Kankuro, you have to mix ground combos with air combos. You can't just play, his air combo all the time. You have to play his ground combos too if you really want to mix up your opponent, and if you really want to get in on your opponent and like do stuff. Sometimes there's just gonna come to time where you have to use your neutral combo and the new or your ground combos, and the neutral combo is really good, and that's his infinite combo right here after he throws the shuriken. Right there, right when he throws the shuriken, he does the infinite combo. You can hollow step it. You can hollow step wherever you want to do the infinite combo too. This neutral combo is also a sub trap after the shuriken, so if they sub that shuriken, they will sub in the same place no matter what, and you still get the combo going. Like, this combo is like actually one of the best combos to pressure off of. This combo also can allow you to do stuff after you're finished the combo. So, like I said, Kankuro uses animations to control his puppets. So, if his animation ends, then you can do whatever you want with the puppet. So, say, example, I do the full neutral combo. I can go for a tilt right after that. Like it. Let me break his guard first. See, like right after that, even if my puppets are like still going, I can still do stuff after the neutral combo. And his neutral combo is the only one that can do this. I think the up combo can too. But yeah, we're gonna get on to his up combo now. So his up combo is, you get him on blocking. No, I don't think his up combo can do it. Let me see. Let me try one more time. No, it can't really do it because Kankuro's animations are long for the up combo. But that up combo is only good when it's like a mix-up guard option, because what other players can actually do to the neutral combo is they can actually tilt out of it, and the up combo, not only does it do a lot of damage to their guard, but it also can, like, sometimes it can put your puppets in the right position, like if they're in the air or something and you're doing the neutral combo, but you usually don't want to do that anyway, because of his air combo. But his up combo does the most guard damage. I think it does 21% out of the 25, or 21 out of 25 out of the guard pressure, so which is like a lot. um so yeah, his up combo does the most in guard pressure. Here, look, I'll show you. So up combo instantly puts them to red, just like that. That's his whole up combo. His up combo is really good. From blue to red. Just know that it puts it to blue to red. Um, yeah, but you never actually want to go for that anyway. Usually you want to mix up your opponent when it comes to guard pressure. And that's how you just freely exercise this Kankuro. Sometimes you could do the up combo if you really want to do like the air combo right afterwards. I mean, that's fine too. Um, I mean, I don't know. It would have to be super specific what you're going for the up combo. But yeah. Now we're gonna go into his down combo. Now his down combo does the most damage, obviously, because it's the down combo. You can't convert that, I don't think. Let me try it again. Yeah, okay, so you can convert that. You can do the down combo to a jutsu. Really good damage. I'm not gonna lie, that is super good damage. Um, get poison off. Do a lot of things. You can do a lot of things after that down combo, because your opponent's on the floor. Uh, yeah, so you can get poison off them. Make them put them on a timer. Make them want to switch out of their characters. Poison is actually not really good in a sense in this game because players can switch out, but in terms of like shuriken poison, that's probably like the best poison that you can ever do in this game ever. And Kankuro just seems to have like a really good tool for that in terms of his shurikens, which I'll get into more later. But yeah, his down combo is good for the damage to finish off your opponents. Jutsu, like with the setup, like on the ground, like like a jutsu setup or whatever, or like a shuriken setup. Here, like I'll show you a setup to maintain momentum. You can do whatever you want with this. You can do whatever you want with that down combo after it happens. So just be sure to exercise it. If you're really going for damage, go for the down combo. It's really good. Neutral combo, sub you in the same spot. Up combo, you don't really want to use the up combo like that, but if you want to, you can convert it to. And even then, you don't want to do that sometimes. But let me see. Yeah, it puts the puppets behind you. I think this is only good in like puppet matchups. If you're like fighting, like if you're mirroring puppets, you kind of want to do the up combo because of the puppet guard system. Uh, the puppet guard will always put their puppet in front of you, and in terms of the up combo, you can actually put the puppets behind the opponent, which is really good in puppet matchups. So just be in mind, you can do that. Yeah. So the neutral, we went over the neutral, down, the up combo. Let's get into his best. The reason why you would want to play Kankuro in general is with his air combo. His air combo is ridiculous. I think this is the best air combo in the entire game, as like just throwing it out, because you're not only that you're safe from like counters, but you're also um if your opponent like counters this, you can always pick up puppets, and not only that, this range is like huge. Like I can convert an air combo from way over there with my puppets. Look at where my puppets are. Like that's just insane. That's like insane range. And you can definitely abuse this in game. Like this mechanic is like this air combo for Kankuro is insane, and I really love it a lot. Like this is the reason why puppets are like kind of dangerous, is because of that air combo. That's it. It's really the air combo and the fact that you can like pick up your puppets like right after it, and then do it infinite in the air. Like it's just insane what Kankuro can do. Um, so yeah, his air combo, you can cancel it with a chakra shuriken. Yeah, you could just do so much stuff with like his air combo. It's nuts, and you can make a whole play style revolving it, and just do mind tricks with it too. Like you can just like stay right here, threaten the air combo, threaten counters, and you could just go for the air combo, and there's like nothing they can really actually do about that. Um, you know, double X dash, really good with double X dashing, because you can get a double air dash, like two air dashes like that. That's like that. That's just begging for setup. Like, this is, and Kiba would have been strong too if he had this like in Storm 3. Kiba actually has two dashes in Storm 3. I think I've heard or seen. Um, and so like if Kiba had this, he would have been like really good. But aside from that, yeah, so he can do two air dashes like that if you like position the puppets like pretty weird. Or actually, no, they are just two. It is just two dashes. It basically is just two dashes. Yeah, it's just two dashes. But one with the puppet and one with Kankuro, with the air dash. Not the chakra dash though. The chakra dash is more of just chakra dashing with your puppets. So the air combo, really good for everything. Good for the infinite combo, which I'll get to the end of the video. Good for the setup, ultimate jutsu setup. Good for the infinite, getting racking up damage. The whole playstyle is with his infinite air combo. Like it's the only thing you would really want to abuse, really. in terms of like high level. Even high level players have trouble with that range because it's just like it's just so dangerous. That air combo is just so dangerous in this game. But yeah, the whole reason why you would want to play Kankuro is because of his air combo, really. Yeah, oh, and his other tools. He has other tools too. So now that we've gone over all his combos and what they can do, let's go over with his grab. So his grab is super good. After this grab, not only that it lasts so really long, but you can also do setups with a grab, something a character would want to have. Like there's not a lot of characters with grab setups. There's only like a couple of characters that are really good with grab setups. Characters like Pain is really good with grab setups. Ino is really good with grab setups. Like both Inos, what's his name is really good with grab setups. Not Hedon. Uh, Hanzo is really good with grab setups. Uh, especially Hanzo is really good with grab setups. Sometimes Mifune, like there's characters with grab setups in this game, and this Kankuro is just got really good grab setups. There's like a ton of things after you do the grab, after you get a grab off. There's like 4 different things I can do after this grab. So after this grab, I can double X dash, put poison on the floor, and if they roll into the poison, they can't react to that. There's nothing they can do. They're gonna get hit with the poison, and it depends. If they roll into the poison, then it's just a guaranteed air combo setup, which is like so good. Um, After the grab, if they're trying to threaten a dash, I can retract my puppets, go for a tilt, and this will block their support dash, and it's just so amazing to have. If I get a grab off, I could charge up my chakra, go for the air combo, and they can't escape that, and you can pick up your puppets if they try to counter that. If I go for a grab setup, I could just throw a paper bomb. Like, there's a lot of things you can do for a grab, for this grab. It's just insane. It's just nuts. You're not even safe when he's like, there's just, you have to read the grab setup. With Kankuro, which makes him an amazing character. If you have to like read the setup, right, then that can make a character just amazing. The fact that you have to guess what he's gonna do. Yeah, so Kankuro, really amazing character for his grab setups. There's just a lot of things you can do with the grab setup, ever. Now let's go with his tilt. Like we already know about his tilt. Now his tilt is actually super crazy because, like I said, it blocks dashes. Like if your opponent was to support dash you, they can't support dash this tilt because it's like, not only that he throws his tilt at you, but you can do so much with this tilt. You can apply pressure. Like you can apply pressure that shouldn't even exist. Like this. Like you could do stuff like that. Go for another tilt too. Like you can just manipulate the tilt. Really crazy. This tilt is really good for blocking dashes. You don't always want to use this tilt because it can leave you free, and it is a long animation, and you don't always want to do it. A lot of things you can do too with tilt is with the tilt is when you desync your puppets, because you can purposely desync your puppets. So say like I do okay, so here's an example of desyncing your puppets. Like right there, my puppets were on the ground still, so even if I jumped, like my puppets didn't jump with me. Usually when you jump in the game, you can like jump with your puppets, but if you can purposely like desync your puppets like with a shuriken or something. Yeah, so the reason why I'm saying this is because if you desync your puppets like that, you can actually chain a tilt in the air, which is like really crazy to do. Like that. Like, you can do stuff like that if you want to. Like, there's a lot of things you can do with that. And say you switch in the air, you can do an air tilt with puppets after like an air switch. And you can do that with all puppets, obviously, but especially with this tilt, this tilt can get really crazy. I've had times where my puppets got knocked to the floor, like after the for some reason after the neutral combo, and I was able to just do a tilt, like right after the neutral combo. Like the tilt is really useful for like a ton of things and like a ton of like reading like potential and just applying pressure that just doesn't that just make your opponent just get dizzy. Um, yeah, like even in when this like tilt hits the wall too. You could just do like a lot of stuff with this tilt. It's just a lot of implications. Now that we've been over his grab, his tilt, we're gonna talk about his shurikens. Now his shurikens are really good. These shurikens you can actually make like like your opponent. Like you might think this is like this is just really crazy. You can make you can make trap setups, you can make lingering poison effect setups, which is really crazy. Like after wake up, like you know how your opponent like rolls after a wake up, sometimes they can wake up into that chakra poison cloud on the floor, which just makes setup opportunity nuts, right? It just makes it nuts. Chakra Shuriken is really powerful for this Kankuro. Really a lot of things you can do with him. You can do his air combo. So say like him in the air. There's like a lot of stuff you can do. Like you can get very creative when it comes to chakra kunai setups. In terms of Kankuro, you can also go for like you can go for. This is like when I'm talking about like ground combos. Sometimes you want to go for ground combos, and you can just do this. Like you can go for chakra kunai into ground setup with Kankuro. Like he has a stun. It's like there's just so much you can do with stunning kunai. Like it's not even funny. Like Sai, this is like the reason why Sai was pretty good when he was like pre-patch Sai. This is like when he was like before at that time, he was super good. Because you can do for like these crazy like chakra kunai setups. So is Shino. Like Shino is really good for like chakra kunai setups. Datara is really good for chakra kunai setups. You know, there's a lot of characters that has chakra kunai setups, and Kankuro is just another character, another victim for good chakra kunai setups. And yeah, so Kankuro really good for chakra. His chakra kunai is really good. You can abuse it many ways. You could go for air dash, like right when you hit your opponent with the air dash, you can go for the. There's just a lot you can do. Guaranteed setups too. Like there's a lot you can do. A lot of chains that you can put and pressure your opponent to mix them up super hard. This is like the best mix-up character I feel like in terms of like mixing up stuff. Like him and Shio are like crazy mix-up artists. Um, yeah. So yeah, the Chakra Kunai is insane. His kunai is regular shurikens, nothing too crazy about that. Really, something that you want to know about this this kunai, or no kunai, but this shuriken is, like I said, it could desync puppets too. And there's a thing called G kunai, which we'll get into later. Um, that it, I don't know, it makes timing Kankuro's G kunai way more better. For like what it is, you know, like you, it's just really good. His kunai, like at his level, um, and what he can do for like setups. What else? This kunai is also good for like puppet matchups too. Sometimes puppet matchups, um, since this shuriken is so slow, or like if your puppets are at a certain range, it's gonna be difficult for your opponent to actually dodge those types of kunais. Say at like a horizontal range. So say I'm like right here. Now at this point, the shurikens are coming from the left or the right of the opponent, and it's going to be very hard to actually do anything. So you can just bunny hop kunai, and at this point, just look at this. Now the kunais are coming to the right side, and it's going to be very hard to actually uh, play against that playstyle, because sometimes you get hit by a kunai that happens on the side horizontally, and there's just not a lot of things but like attack your opponent. Sometimes it can just force people to attack you. And this is really good for like kunai characters. Like say if you're fighting like a Shino, this shuriken's actually really good because over time sometimes you might get like two shurikens that'll be out on the field, and then like your opponent is just like, even if they hit you with like one of their shurikens, it'd be already too late to that point. Let's look at them. It's coming from the side. If they hit you right here, if they hit you right there, they would have got hit by the kunai. Like there's just stuff like that that would just happen to you with that shuriken. And the fact that that's not even a fast shuriken just makes Kankuro even like way better, because you could just escape combos like sometimes just from that happening. If it was a fast kunai, it probably wouldn't be that great. But the fact that it's a shuriken and it could do that, it's the reason why Tayuya is just sometimes kind of retarded too, because of her kunais, because her dokis and that shuriken pairs well, you know, with each other. So, and the fact that, you know, Kankuro has it too, and he could do it on the side. It's just you're threatening your opponent uh, with damage that they're just going to be forced to come at you. You could play healthily like that too. If they're trying to wait for their supports, you can just play healthily, getting poked in. There's like so much into it, but you'll see that in actual matches if you was to actually like play. So I won't get more into it, but you will see what I mean by like how the synergy just works with Kankuro. And so that's a shuriken. So now let's get on to his ninja move kunai. Now this ninja move kunai is something you have to utilize in battle, because the thing that makes what's Kankuro's greatest weakness is constant pressure. He can't handle constant pressure constantly. It's just not a thing. But he can do things to escape it. And one thing he can do is ninja move kunai. And usually going backwards is like the best one because he goes farther. Sometimes you want to ninja move kunai forwards to do like air jutsus to escape stuff. Put up a wall, like with Nagato. Like there's so much stuff you could do with that ninja move shuriken. It's just really good. Like they can't dash that setup, and like you're getting far away. Like that's why I have Nagato there. But anyway, yeah, pretty good setup with the ninja move shuriken. And really good for escaping combos. That's bottom line. Really good for escaping combos. Really good for um, just getting into sometimes if you really want to get in with like Naruto or something and pin your opponent down. Yeah, so really good. I do that sometimes. I do it a lot of the times, actually, because I really want to mix them up super hard and make sure like they think I'm free, but I'm not. I got that Naruto sitting on the back, you know. Even if sometimes I just don't even like I don't use it purposely because I know they might expect an Naruto. Like sometimes, you know. Um, and to do this is you double tap X. You double tap X and then you do like a ninja move. Like you just double tap X, hold a direction. So double tap X, hold the direction, and shuriken. So right here, I'm ninja move backwards. Say I'm ninja moving backwards, right? Now do that with a shuriken. And yeah, it might come in with practice, but once you feel the flow of puppets, you don't actually have to master this, but if you really want to like get really better with puppets, you're gonna have to master that, because there's just a ton of oppressive characters and characters that just will force you to think, like Nagato. Nagato in this current metagame is very ubiquitous and very he's just everywhere, right? You see him on a lot of teams. There's a lot of Nagatos, a lot of Madaras. You want to utilize that ninja move with Kankuro very effectively. when it comes to pressure and with your supports too. So yeah, ninja move kunai, really good. And I think that's everything, right? I think I went over all his movesets, his grab, his ultimate, his his everything. So let's get into his awakening now. So this is Kankuro's awakening. Let me make it infinite. This is Kankuro's awakening. Now this awakening is actually pretty decent. I would say if you really want to play health lead, you can play this awakening. And the reason why you would want to play this awakening is because it's one of the best defensive tools and one of the best what's the word? Like the best some of the best walling capabilities too. Like you can do stuff like that. You can chain tilt with his actions. You can make actions to make him into like walls. Like you can make walls. You can camp with the fire. There's a lot you can do with it. You can do his jutsu in the air. And his jutsu in the air is actually really good because it not only does it do poison damage, but this thing, it like let me see. This thing does a lot to your guard. So say like look at Madara's guard right now, right? Like take a look at Madara's guard. It's blue, right? His guard is blue, but once I do this jutsu, it's instantly to red. You probably can't see it because of this. But yeah, it's instantly to red. Let's do it from here. Okay, so it's at blue, right? Now watch this. Instantly to red. Like the guard pressure with that jutsu it's just amazing to the point where the next hit will always guard break. So I do a jutsu. He has an infinite combo, I think. Yeah, his first hit is the infinite combo. You want to do a one-hit infinite combo with him. Unlike Sasori, who can do like 2 hits. It's for this Sasori, for Puppet Sasori, it's actually just 1 hit. The other Sasori can do it on like all his hits, I think. That other Sasori, you can do it on his first hit and his third hit. But this Sasori, Puppet Sasori, you can only do it on his first hit. So he has a 1-hit infinite combo. Just in case you actually do get him into a combo. Let me do that again. So yeah, he does have a 1-hit infinite combo. You could probably just... there's just there's just a lot of things you could do, but the main reason why you would want to use this awakening is because of the walling capabilities and the fact that his shurikens can track. His shurikens have really good tracking, even his chakra shurikens. Like his chakra shurikens are just really nasty. Like look how much pressure I'm putting onto my opponent. If you're trying to chain the air combo, you always want to wait just a little bit, so you can just keep doing it. But yeah, that's really basically it about his awakening. You don't want to do his tilt really, unless you want to do something stupid like throw his tilt and then like throw the jutsu and get like right behind the opponent somehow with the puppet. I guess on a horizontal range, this probably might be good. Let me see, like, if I was to put my puppet, like, right here. But yeah, so his tilt, I don't know, it might have some usefulness, but in my sense, it doesn't. Like I said, you can use it to, like, block dashes, too. His tilt. You can use it to momentumly, like, throw your puppet with the tilt, which is really good. His grab, not really that good, but it does do poison damage, I think. Yeah, it has a poison effect, and I don't know how much damage that does. It actually does a decent amount of damage for a grab. Yeah, do a grab and then like probably just threaten like a jutsu setup or something. Let me see. Yeah, do some. I don't know. You can do whatever you want with it, but the grab. I don't know. It does a lot of damage, but the thing is, they can counter it, and you can't like you know stop the counter like pick up puppets. You can't do that. So yeah. But yeah, overall, this awakening is really good for like puppet matchups. A lot of puppet matchups. Sometimes even like Tayuya. Like it's really good. The way how you can use this, and you can use it to play Hellfleet really well. As I see, like a lot of puppet players do, like Aishizo. I sometimes when I play Aishizo, he does this. He picks this puppet awakening, and it's so hard to get in on him. I swear to God, it's like very hard to get on Aishizo when he does this, or in awakening. Sometimes we basically went over everything with puppets. We did everything with not puppets, but with Kankuro specifically. Like I said, all puppets play differently. Um, and in this case, for Kankuro, you really want to play as him like as a point character, not like other puppet characters. Other puppet characters, you kind of want to use them in conjunction with supports as like a buffer. Like you want to buffer with them a lot, like especially with Chio. Chio, you want to buffer a lot. With Sasori, you want to buffer Jutsu just so the Jutsu can track more better and for his cover fire. Um, and the fact that you can use him with like double puppet strategies. Like you can use. I've seen the two billionaire. He actually uses two puppets like with Sasori, and I. It's mainly because I see him with buffering the jutsu with Sasori, and they can't really react to that with like the double puppet, which is really it's a really nice mix up tool, really good, and it's got cover fire, which is Kankuro's like strongest tool. Kankuro can use cover fire very effectively if you really wanted to. So yeah, so let's get on to like his things, the things you definitely have to know how to do when you're playing with puppets. So I'm gonna teach you his infinite, how to pick up puppets, and how to do the his ultimate jutsu setups, how to do the infinite combo, all of that. So for the infinite combo, this is really good. So you do the air combo, and you have to dash. If you don't have enough chakra for a dash, you can't do the infinite. And the reason why you want to do a dash right here is because it will instantly put it would instantly put Kankuro to the ground. So when I do the air combo, I do a dash. It puts Kankuro to the ground, and then I could do the infinite combo. And as you see, right, what I'm doing actually is I'm landing after the second hit of his combo. So watch Kankuro. Just watch him at all times. I land, do the combo, land, do the combo, land, do the combo, land, do the combo, land, do the combo. And it just becomes rhythmatic to the point where I don't actually have to like look at Kankuro at that point. Um, Like, I could just keep him on the corner of my eye and... Boom. Infinite combo, and they cannot escape this. They can't do anything to escape that, and it's really good, really powerful to do. So you do that, and to also chain the ultimate jutsu, like I said, you wait for him to land, do the ultimate, boom, they can't escape that. You got a free ultimate jutsu for, like, with just crazy puppet control. Really good, really helpful. Um, yeah. So that's how you do Kankuro's Infinite. He also has another Infinite, like I showed you, uh, with the Hollow Step after he throws his kunai. So right here. And when he throws his kunai, that's when you Hollow Step. And you can Hollow Step wherever you want. And you don't have to Hollow Step in front. Like, look, I'm a Hollow Step backwards. Oh, oops. Let me Hollow Step backwards. Watch, I'm going to show you. Oh my gosh. Look, I Hollow Step backwards. So you can So you can actually like do stuff like you can actually go to the left if you wanted to. Let me do that again. You go to the left, you can go to the right. You can go up front. Let me see if I can do a reverse ninja move. Do that again. No, okay, so you can't reverse ninja move it. But you could also do stuff like this. You know, ultimate jutsu setup. You can do ultimate jutsu setup. Power pill setups. Tag setups. Ultimate jutsu setups. You can do jutsu setups, regular jutsu setups too. Which is really good. So that's Kankuro's infinite combo. Now let me teach you how to pick up puppets. Now the way picking up puppets work is you have to do a spark dash. And what's a spark dash? So a spark dash is when you do a combo and you dash. Usually this takes more chakra to do a spark dash. And for a Kankuro, if you chain like a counter, if say they're countering, hopefully I could time a counter. Let's see if I can get my opponent, if I can counter my opponent. It's gonna be like hell, but hopefully I could time the counter. Oh, no. Let me try it again. Oh my gosh. It's so hard to time it. But usually what you want to do is right when they counter, you want to time a spark dash. Like you want to press circle and dash. Or actually, let me put on my other controller to actually showcase this. So now I have my other controller. Oops. Alright, so so right there, I hit him, I attacked him. You can do this in the air too, like I didn't do it, I didn't time it right there, but yeah, and you time a dash. You can also charge your dash too with the picking up puppets, which is like really nice. So say I do the counter. I gotta time that right. Like you can charge dash just in case they try to like double counter you, because that does happen. Players really like to double counter, and so you can read their counter with like a charge chakra dash, like after picking up your puppets after the counter, which is like insane. Well, let me do that. You can do it with the ground combos too. Oops, let me try it again. And you can also do it when Kankuro's animations are free. So say like I do a tilt, and say at the end of the tilt, they hit me with the counter. I can actually pick up my puppets with like a double X dash. Yeah, it's only just the only reason why I'm actually picking up my puppets is because Kankuro is doing another animation right when his puppets are coming back up. So, which cancels the animation of them falling down, I think. So, oops. Right there, I counted my puppets. You know, moderate counter my puppets, I was able to pick them up. So yeah, just time a spark dash, which is just dashing again after you attack them, and make sure you're not close to them, because if you're close to them, they will just the counter will actually like push you away. Which is kind of retarded. This is why they were kind of crazy in Rev. They were crazy in Rev because they can just do this in Revolution, and counters just kind of sucked against them in Revolution. And yeah, puppet with counters, it's just know that it's not just know when you're if you're trying to counter a puppet, make sure you do something to and have coverages for after they pick up their puppets, because I mean there are coverages like throwing a chakra shuriken and like I said double countering. You can do that to stop them from doing this, and yeah, double countering is really good with Kankuro. You always want to do that with Kankuro because against Kankuro, because you don't want him to uh you don't want him to override you, or like override your strategies. You never want to have him do that. So always throw a shuriken, always do like a jutsu or something. If it's like Danzo, just throw like a jutsu or a tilt right afterwards, because what puppets cannot do is they can't react to that. Like even Darui tilt is like really good because of this situation. Like Darui is really good against puppets. Um, because he can just counter and then he can just go for a tilt. Or you can use like Kakashi or Sasuke counter, go for a shuriken, no, or Minato, I think probably, yeah, just counter, go for a jutsu, like a running jutsu, just so you always can play around the puppet. I mean, there's stuff like small things like these is really what makes Storm interesting. That aside, I hope you guys like my puppet guide. Oh yeah, I gotta also show you G Kunai. So what is G Kunai? So say you have no counters, right? Um, you can do this at the end of the round too, because you can't counter at the end of the round. You can throw a G Kunai by moving, like holding R2, moving your like joystick, holding your left stick, and just throwing a shuriken. If you hold R2, move your joystick, you can throw the G Kunai. And what is this good for? So you can do stuff like that. G Kunai allows you to like cancel into certain things. So like say I could do that. I forgot what was special about this. I don't think you can dash that. No, I think you can. Yeah. Oops. Like you can G Kunai to grab too. Like it's just insane. Like G Kunai to grab. This is like such a generations thing. But yeah, hopefully you guys like this puppet guide. I'm sorry it was too long. I think this was like 55 minutes of a video that I recorded of me just talking about puppets. Hopefully you get something out of this. Hopefully you guys learn how to play puppets way more better, because there's a lot of things puppets can do, and there's a lot of things puppets are just able to like accomplish that and for some reason they're not abundant in the metagame. I don't know why a lot of people aren't using puppets when puppets literally are just like sometimes they're just deemed as broken, because you can like counter, counter switch, like you can counter and pick up your puppets. Like the fact that you can do that with this character just speaks volumes of how good the character is. Like all these setups you can do. Hopefully you guys enjoy my puppet guide video. I meant to do this video for quite a while now. I always wanted to release this type of video, but I've always gotten confused. But all I had to do was just be straightforward and talk um, about it. And hopefully you like this match. I'm also going to show a match too, just in case if you guys want to see like some insight on how I actually play puppets myself. I actually like this team with puppets. This is probably like the best team you can use if you're like a puppet beginner, is Kankuro, Nagato, and TBB Naruto, Tailed Beast Bomb Naruto, specifically Tailed Beast Bomb Naruto because his jutsu tracks in the air and it has way more better than the other Narutos in terms of air Rasenkans. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this team. Uh, join the Storm4 Discord if you haven't already. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I will make another guide video. I think another guide video I will probably make would probably be like Kidomaru. Just let me know what type of guide video you guys want me to do, like PTS 1010. I could do PTS 1010. I could do like Datara. If you guys want me to talk about Datara, I can do the Datara. I can do like characters you never really see, like even characters like Nagato. I would show you guys how to play him. Um, yeah, and yeah, I got more glitch videos to show too. That ain't the end of my glitches. There are some glitches I haven't shown on the channel yet. So be in mind that. And
俺を使ってみせる。手を貸してやる。俺を使ってみせる。手を貸してやる。頑張れよ。潰してやろう。力を貸